All right, for today's beginners class, there's going to be a few things that we're going to cover. One, we're going to be talking about courage, right? Now, courage is a big starting point for success for us, right? One of the most important things that you have to be a happy and healthy person. So we have that to go over. We're going to be going over some striking. In particular, we're going to be working a little bit on lead leg side kicks, trying to make those go from being like okay to being really good, right? And then we have to review our self-defense. We're going to be doing some new self-defense this week, Control 5, Control 6, right? Working on those kinds of techniques. So let's get started with some warm-ups, and then we'll jump into class from there. All right, so let's get started with our warm-up. This warm-up has got 5 moves. Each one is for about 30 seconds. The first one that we're going to do is what's called a tap down knee. I'm going to demonstrate it once, and then we'll get practicing. All you want to do is be in a fighting stance. You reach down towards your front shin, knee, foot, whatever it is. You don't want to make it a stretch. You just want to move a little bit, and then you come up and use your back knee. All right, so we're going to do 30 seconds of that. All right, it doesn't matter which leg you do because we're going to repeat the other side in just a second. Ready, set, and go. Tap down and come up. Tap down and come up. Now, as you're practicing this, it's a good idea to pick something that's on the floor in front of you, maybe like 5, 10 feet in front of you, that you look at the whole time. I don't want to snap my head down, snap my head up, snap my head down, snap my head up. That'll make me dizzy. Right? I want to pick something that's pretty static, right, that I can look at without fear of losing my balance. So just keep tapping down and up. Good. All right, so that's 30 seconds that one. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to turn sideways for this demonstration. Ready, set, and go. And tap down and come up. And again, I can't stress the importance enough of the idea of you want to move your muscles, but not really stretch your muscle. So if it feels like it's a stretch as you reach down, you're going too far, right? You just want to activate those muscles, wake them up, not rip them up. All right, so a few more seconds, 30 seconds, almost done. Getting a couple messages, always exciting. Good, and time. Okay, next we're going to jumping jacks. Now, I'm going to show you a couple different versions of jumping jacks. We have a regular jumping jack, which you're probably familiar with, and then we have a modified jumping jack, which is great if maybe jumping is not great for you in your environment, either because you have people underneath of you in your house you don't want to disturb, or maybe you have an injury that you're trying to train around. So we're going to do some jumping jacks. We'll start with the regular ones. Right? Just going like this. Good. Now, if I want to do a different version, right, all I can do is I just step 1 foot at a time, like that. Right? And again, this is not as intense as regular jumping jacks, so you won't feel it as much, but you are working the same kind of muscles that you use when you do a jumping jack in terms of your adductors, your abductors, your shoulders, all that kind of stuff. All right, and we're going to call time on that one. Okay, so next thing that we're going to be doing, just turned off my timer, that's a bad decision, is we're going to be doing some hooks and crosses, right? We're going to be doing a lead hook and then a backhand cross. Doesn't matter which side you have in front. We're going to go for 30 seconds, then we're going to switch. Ready, set, go. Lead hook, backhand cross. Right? Now, as I'm doing this, the big thing we're looking for is the ability to rotate your hip, rotate your feet, rotate your shoulder, but not rotate your head. Right? Just like when we were doing those tap down knees, we want to look at one spot during our warm-ups, right, to maintain our balance. And that's generally true when you're throwing these punches, not as a warm-up, right? Folks, throwing them, knock someone out, be the same idea, okay? So switch your legs, last warm-up move, 30 seconds, hooks and crosses. Ready, set, and go. Hook, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross. Turn and turn, turn and turn. Keep breathing, keep moving. Right, now it's a good idea as you're doing your warm-up to also work on your breathing timing. You want to breathe out as you punch out. Now I can't do it because I'm talking, but if you get used to breathing, you'll be able to get more reps in, get more energy out, feel a lot better. All right, so we're done with warm-ups. Let's get ready for the main part of class. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so if we're working on control techniques, either Control 5 or Control 6, one of the things that we need to be able to do is know how to do a back fist. Okay, so we're going to do a few back fists on each side because You end up doing them on both sides. We're going to start pretty simple. All we're going to do is we're going to take our hand, we're going to put it across our chest, right? It's kind of like we're doing a low block, but it's not as high. It's not like we're covering our cup, it's a little bit lower. And then all we're going to do is we're going to extend out, right? So we're just going to do 10 of those. You're going to take one hand, go from across your chest to out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get faster. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can see the action of this is it's going sideways, right? And I would actually hit with this part of my hand over here, the back of my hand. That's why it's called a back fist, right? Because I'm making a fist and I hit with the back of it, okay? We're going to do the same thing with the other hand. You bring it across, right? And you're just going to come out. Ready? Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So being able to make sure that back fist comes out sideways, really, really important. And we're going to be doing that throughout our self-defense, right? The next move we're going to quickly go over is what's called a brush block, right? Now, when we do a brush block, we put our hand up like this, kind of like we're promising, like, I promise I won't do it, right? And we're going to take this hand and we're going to go this way. It goes down and across, down and across. And you'll be making contact with your palm, just like this, boom. And you're basically brushing down their arm. So you go from here across. Let's do 5. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do the same thing with the other hand. Ready? Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we're going to put those two things together. We're going to do a brush block, then a back fist. So it goes brush block, it comes up, back fist. Brush, back fist, right? So using this hand, should be your left. Ready? Go brush, back fist, 1, brush, back fist 2, brush, back fist 3, brush, back fist 4, and brush, back fist 5. Okay, same thing the other hand, brush, back fist 1, kind of makes like a circle, right? Maybe an oval, right? Brush down, back fist, brush down, back fist, and you can see my hand is open when I do the brush. It's a fist when I do the back fist. Let's do 3 more. Brush, back fist, brush, back fist, brush, back fist. Okay, so that's going to give you a good start to this. We're going to add things in. We're going to add in using something like a chair, right? You can do this on basically anything that's about as high as your chest or your shoulders, right? If it's really low, it gets a little bit harder. I'm going to be using a chair that's going to be towards my waist, but you still will get the... Okay, so here we are. We have our chair. You can be using a table, a countertop, anything that's kind of about as high as your chest. I'm doing something that's a little bit lower, right? All you're going to do is you're going to take one hand, you're going to brush. When you brush, you want to rub on the chair or the countertop. Obviously, do this on something that's smooth and soft that you're not going to hurt, right? Or, or it's not going to hurt you. Something you get a splinter from could be unfortunate, right? So you're going to brush, back fist. Brush, back fist. Brush, back fist. Brush, back fist. Now we're going to do the same thing the other side. We brush, you can see I'm rubbing it. It's kind of like I'm rubbing on the punch that the person is throwing at me. And I back fist. I brush, I back fist. I brush, I back fist. I brush, back fist. Okay, so now we're going to add in our other hand. So now we're going to be using 2 different hands. The way it's going to work is I'm going to use this one. I'm going to brush, then I'm going to grab, then I'm going to back fist. So I brush, I grab, I back fist. Now, I can grab around this chair. You can see that, right? If you're like on top of a table and you can't really pinch it, just think about brush, tap, back fist. In reality, you're grabbing your opponent's wrist, but we're doing this without a partner, right? If you have a partner you want to practice with at home and you want to practice this on their arm, I guess you could do that, right? But we brush, grab, back fist. Let's do 5. Brush, grab, back fist. 1, brush, grab, back fist. 2, brush, grab, back fist. 3, brush, grab, back fist. 4, brush, grab, back fist. 5. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing the other side, right? So you're going to hold up your right hand, you're going to brush, you're going to grab, you're going to back fist. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what we're trying to do is just get comfortable with this movement. Brush, grab, back fist. Brush, grab, back fist. Right? And this is what we're going to do after we dodge. And we're going to add in the dodge in a minute. Right? But for the start of both Control 5 and Control 6, this is what your hands do. So all we're going to do is we're going to alternate sides now. So we're going to brush, grab, back fist, come back to stay away stance. Brush, grab, back fist, come back to stay away stance. Okay? So let's just start from here. We're going to do 10. Ready? 1, brush, grab, back fist. Other side. 2, brush, grab, back fist. 3, brush, grab, back fist. Hands come up. 4, brush, grab, back fist. Hands come up. 5, brush, grab, back fist. 6, brush, grab, back fist. Reset. 7, brush, grab, back fist. Reset. 8, brush, grab, back fist. Reset. 9, brush, grab, back fist. Reset. And 10, brush, grab, back fist. Fantastic. Okay, so this gives us the start of our basic, of our self-defense, both control and control 5, right? One, we go to the inside, the other, we go to the outside, right? So you're off to a good start with that. Now we're gonna add in a little bit of a dodge. Okay, so we're gonna work a little bit just on the footwork of the dodge for our self-defense before we get back to using our hands. So when we go to dodge, we start off in our stay away stance. Our feet are apart, our knees are bent, our hands are up, we're ready to move. Now if you look at this from the side, my feet are pretty much even, that's our starting point, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just dodge forward and to the side, okay? When we do this dodge, each foot takes 1 step. It's 1, 1, and you're done, and you go back. And you step with the foot that's closest to where you're going. So if I'm going this way, I step with the foot that's close, and I bring the other foot in behind underneath of me. And what I want to end up doing is being in the exact same position I just moved, okay? So if you look from the side now, actually I'll do it this side, okay? When I go to move, I take that step forward and to the side, okay? It's not straight to the side, it's not straight forward, okay? It's forward and to the side. So we're gonna do, we'll do a few more this way, we'll do a few that way. Ready? Step, step, reset. Remember, 1 and 1, then you're done. Ready? 2, 1 and 1, then you're done. Go back. And 3, 1 and 1, then you're done. Another thing you might notice is when I dodge, I'm standing in the same position. I don't want to do a cool dance move and end up like twisted, right? I don't know what you're doing over there. That looks weird, right? Makes for terrible defense, right? So we're going to go the other direction now, because control 5 and control 6 are very similar, right? They both dodge forward and to the side, right? So we dodge, and we come back. Again, we dodge, and we come back. And we dodge, and we come back. Okay, so now we're going to just add in an obstacle to give a little bit of sense of distance and spacing. We're going to get a chair. Okay, so now I got a chair between me and you. You should have a chair between you and me. Now, if you don't have a chair, you can use almost anything for this, but a chair to me is great. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to move next to the chair, right? And we come back. We move next to the chair. The same footwork we did before. 1 and 1, then you're done. Okay, now I'll just show you what this looks like from the side. I'm here. The chair's in front of me. I want to move next to the chair and come back. I move next to the chair and I come back, right? Now, we're going to practice this both sides 5 times, and then we're ready to work on the whole technique. Ready? Dodge and come back. Dodge, come back. Dodge, come back. Let's do 2 more. Dodge, come back, and dodge, and come back, right? So you keep seeing that I face towards the chair. That's really important, right? I definitely have people when they practice it, they face away from the chair, right? If this is the person who's trying to attack you, you don't turn your back on them, right? Like this is our imaginary bully, right? We dodge, we face that bully, we're ready to protect ourselves, our hands are up. We come back, ready, dodge and face that bully, right? Make a weird face at him if you like. I know you call names like Mr. Chair. Ready, dodge. Haha, take that, Mr. Chair. And come back. Let's do 2 more. Ready, dodge. Move to the side of Mr. Chair. The evil Mr. Chair. I like that one too. Ready, and dodge. Just like that. Okay? So that's how we do the dodge in our self-defense. Let's keep rolling. So the way we're going to practice with the dodge is we're going to take our chair and we're going to turn it sideways. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to dodge towards the back of the chair. right? And I'm gonna actually back this up a little bit so you can see more clearly. I'm standing, you can see the chair is sideways in front of me. I'm gonna dodge behind it, brush, grab, back fist towards the screen, right? And then I just go back, right? So I start here, I move behind it, brush, grab, back fist. Right? Now I'm gonna show it to you from this side, right? So if I'm standing at the side of the chair, not behind it, I'm gonna dodge behind it, brush, grab, back fist. And then I reset to the side of the chair, I dodge behind it, brush, grab, back fist. Okay, so now that we've seen that, we're gonna do it 5 times, okay? If you feel like you're having a hard time and you need to slow down, feel free to pause, do extra, right? Because getting this so it's natural and something you can do quickly is gonna be an enormous help in your self-defense. And one of the best things about practicing by yourself is that you don't have to go at my speed. You can pause and do as many times as you need, right? So we start from here. We dodge behind the chair, brush, grab, back fist. We go back and brush, grab, back fist. And we go back and brush, grab, back fist. And we go back and one more time, brush, grab, back fist. Right? Now let's do another one just for fun. Brush, grab, back fist. Okay, so we did one side. Now we're gonna do the other. It's the same thing, I just stand on the other side of the chair, right? I'm gonna move so I'm behind it, right? I'm gonna brush, grab, back fist. Now one of the trickiest parts of this is just figuring out which hand to use, right? Whichever hand you're moving towards is the one that brushes, right? So I'm moving towards this hand, I brush with this hand, grab, back fist. And you end up back fisting away from where you started. So if you were standing over here, right, that's no good, right? Reset, one more time, brush, grab, back fist, right? I'm gonna do a couple of these towards the screen, right? So if you wanna change your angle, you can. I'm standing to the side of the chair, I move behind it, brush, grab, back fist towards the screen. Okay, so let's do 5. Ready? Dodge, brush, grab, back fist, reset. Dodge, brush, grab, back fist, reset. Again, dodge, brush, grab, back fist. Last time, dodge, brush, grab, back fist. Okay, little thing I want to make sure you understand, when you do this brush, make sure you're not whacking the chair hard, okay? I'm using a little bit of a padded chair. She's doing it pretty soft, right? You can also do this to other things, like I said, a bed, a countertop, anything that's probably like a good height between like your belly button and even your shoulders, you'll be able to do this on, right? So that's a good drill for getting better at your self-defense. I hope you give it a shot as you work on Control 5 and Control 6. This month we're talking a little bit about courage in class. Now, courage is a tricky concept. Most people think that courage means that you're not afraid, which is actually not true. Courage means you do the right thing even if you are a little bit afraid of it. Now there's a million situations like that. We could talk about things like, you know, you're at home and your mom wants you to try a new food, right? And you're a little nervous. You're like, well, gee, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But you know it's the right thing to do. Your mom's not gonna give you food that's bad for you, right? She's not gonna poison you. So you try it anyway. Now, you might like it, you might not, but if you had the courage to try it, that's a great sign. It could be something like that, or it could be something like, I know I've got to do my homework, but I'm scared of doing my homework today. Maybe I'm nervous I'm not going to get it right, or it's going to take too long, but I do the right thing anyway, and I do my homework. Now, that idea of doing the right thing even though you're scared, why is that important? And the short answer to that is almost all the best things in life are on the other side of scary things. Great things you have in life are friends, right? Well, how do you get a friend? Well, I have to talk to a person I don't know. Oh no, what if they don't like me? What if they're mean? That's a little bit scary. You have to face that, try that, right? Or doing well in school, right? You're scared of raising your hand or something like that, and that opens up so many opportunities. The bottom line is having courage is one of the most important aspects of being happy and successful. People who are brave and do the right thing, even though they're scared, end up being happier, right? End up being healthier, end up being better, right? So that's why it's so important to get used to building up courage. And the thing is, courage is the kind of thing you can train, you can build at. Maybe you say, well, I'm not brave enough yet. Okay, well, you start with something small and you build your way up. And we're going to be talking about that all this month, right? So courage, really important idea for any student, whether you're 4 years old or 104 years old. Courage is important, right? Let's try and remember that as we keep moving on to the next part of class. Let's get started on some front kicks today. But before we get started on your front kick, pop quiz. What are the 4 things that you have to do on a front kick to be prepared for promotion to yellow belt? I'll give you a few seconds to try and remember for yourself. First of all, if you didn't remember it yet, probably don't remember well enough to really be training optimally. The 4 things are: keep your hands up, look at the target, kick above your belt, and recover your fighting stance after your kick. So I want you to make sure you do those. We're going to do 10 front kicks. Get in a fighting stance, right leg and back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Switch your legs. Next pop quiz. What are the 2 things that you have to do to be ready for your orange belt, if you're a yellow belt, when it comes to your front kick? These are in addition to the 4 that you have to do to get your yellow belt. Go ahead. Give you a few seconds trying to figure it out. Got it? I hope so. 2 things that we look for are: 1, bending your knee when you kick. Don't keep it straight. And 2, just a little bit of speed. Okay? Let's do 10 front kicks with your left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're switching back. We got axe kick coming up. And yes, another pop quiz. Ready? What are the 4 things you have to do on an axe kick to be ready for your yellow belt, if you're a white belt? I'll give you a few seconds to try and figure it out. Okay, if you remembered it's the exact same thing as a front kick, good on you. Keep your hands up, look where you're kicking, kick above your belt, and recover back. Same thing, right? These are kind of the basic things you need on your front kick and your axe kick. Let's do some axe kicks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your legs. You might have guessed by now. We have our final pop quiz. What are the 2 extra things you have to do on your axe kick to go from being yellow belt ready to orange belt ready? Think, remember. Okay. If you remembered, it's kick with a little bit of speed, just like on your front kick. But unlike your front kick, you don't bend your knee. Your legs got to come in a little bit, out a little bit. Right? So you could go out to in, and that would be wrong. We wouldn't give you a stripe. You can go in to out. That would be right. We might. Okay? So let's do some axe kicks. Remember those things that you're working on. If you're white belt, maybe you're still focused on the white belt things. If you're yellow belt, maybe you're still focused on the white belt things. But maybe you're working on the yellow belt things. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so whenever you're practicing your front kick, your axe kick, you want to remember what your goal is, right? What are those things that you're working on? If you're not working on something, you're probably not getting better, right? But let's move on to some different kicks now. Let's take it from there. As I'm sure you noticed, we're on the floor, right? Go ahead and get yourself situated. We're going to be doing some side kicks from the ground, which lets us slow down, work on some things that takes a lot of balance, a lot of strength to do while you're standing up. What we're going to be focusing on today is moving your kicking knee when you go to throw your strike. What you're going to find is when you do a kick like a roundhouse kick, your knee doesn't have to move. Front kick, your knee doesn't have to move that much. But a side kick, it's got to move a lot. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is get on your side. You can either be on your elbow or you can have your hand underneath your head. Either one works. This is the one that I want to do today. You're going to bring your knee in front and up high. And I want you to put your finger right where your knee is. And then you're going to do your side kick. Push it away. Look how far my knee moved from my finger. Because my finger doesn't move. I bring my knee in. It goes all the way out. This knee moving is really important for generating power as you do your side kick. All right? I'm going to show you this from another point of view. Right? You can see here, it pushes out. Here, it pushes out. Right? So we're going to do some lead leg side kicks. We're going to do about 10 on each side, lying on our side. All right, so let's get this first one in. Bring it up. My foot's in front of me. My knee is in front of me. My finger's right there. It doesn't move anymore. Kick. 1, in, 2, in, 3, in, 4. Moving that knee. In, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in, 8, in, 9, one more, 10. You can see how far that knee is moving. When I'm moving my knee, that means I'm using more of the muscles in my leg, more of the muscles in my body, so I hit harder. All right, so go ahead and get on your other side. Right now, you might be aiming away from the screen. Maybe you flip over like I did. Don't matter too much, as long as using the other leg. So bring that knee up and in front of you. Mark your spot with your finger. Kick out. Move the big gap, right? In and out. Really move that leg. And you can see when I do this, my foot is actually a little bit in front of me. I'll show you this on this side. My foot is here in front of me, not behind me. Right? And that happens a little bit naturally when you bring your knee really far up anyway. Right? So let's let's do about 5 more. Really get that knee up as close to your head as possible. 1, bring it way up, then push it out. Again, way up like you're trying to knee yourself in the face and kick out. Don't actually knee yourself in the face. That would be a terrible decision. Ready? Up and out. That's 3. Way in, way out. That's 4. Way in, way out. That's 5. Okay, so when we do our lead leg side kick, moving our knee in and out, really important for power. When we do any side kick, knee way in, way out for power, very, very important, right? So let's move on from here. All right, now we're up on our feet. We're doing our lead leg side kick. We're going to be using a chair. Now, this chair is there for balance, lets us slow down and make sure that we're chambering our knee in front. So when I'm here, I want to stand where I have 1 foot behind the chair, 1 foot next to the chair. I'll show what I mean. You can see this foot's behind the chair, this foot is next to the chair. That's going to let me do my kick pretty effectively, pretty safely, right? If I'm over here when I go to bring up my knee, it's banging the chair, right? So you got to be a little bit next to it. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold on to the chair for balance. You're going to bring up your knee nice and high, then push out. Bring your knee up nice and high, and put it down. What we're really focusing on today is that knee, right? Whether we're on the floor or whether we're standing up, we bring that knee way in, up high to our chest like we're trying to knee ourselves in the face. Don't knee yourself in the face. And then you're gonna push it out, okay? So from here, get your balance, hold on to the chair, bring it up as high as you can, push out, up as high as you can, and down. Now, one thing, when I say as high as you can without like really leaning back and falling over and weird stuff like that. Ready? Again, up, nice and high, push out, bring it in, put it down. Again, up, out, in, down. Again, up, out, in, down. Now, as you go through the rest of these, I want you to make sure that you're kind of saying that to yourself, right? I don't have to remind you each and every time, up, out, in, down. You can say that to yourself, but I'm just going to count, right? So we're going to do 5 more on this side. Up, out, in, down. Take your time. Don't try and race me. 1. And I guess you can try and race me, but I'm not racing you. 2. Get that knee nice and high. 3. That's going to help you get more power on your kick. 4. 5. Okie dokie. Let's switch to the other side. So for me, I'm going to move the chair to this side. If you have something that doesn't move so well, you can just use your other leg, right? But like before, make sure you're standing so you only have one leg behind the chair. The kicking leg is not behind it. Or like I said, maybe you're using something else. Maybe you're using a table. Make sure you're at the corner of the table. You're not going to smash your knee into it. Do a couple kind of slow. Do a few more kind of fast. Ready? Up high. Get it up high. Kick out. Bring it in. Put it down. Again. Up. Out. In. Down. All right. So let's do 8 more of these. That's a nice arbitrary number. We're going to do 8 of them. Excuse me. Up, out, in, down. Make sure you take your time. Get it right. 1. 2. 3. Take your time. Take a breath if you need to. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. All right. Nice job working on your lead leg, side kick, and all your kicks. All right, folks, for our final game today, we're going to be doing one of our weekly challenge videos, right? This one needs a partner, so you might want to grab someone in your family, right? But let's have some fun with it. Here we go.
What's up, guys? Sensei Mark here again. Today, we're going to show you how to play Ninja Catch. So, by we, I actually mean me, my sister, Marissa.
Hello.
We have Dobie, of course, you guys know him, and a new guy named Seaweed. So, that's all we need for this, right? And this is going to be building some reaction, some speed, bit of coordination. You just need a partner and 2 fluffy stuffed animals. So, for the first drill, all you need is just 1 stuffed animal for this and your partner. So I'm going to have my partner do the holding first. They're going to pinch the top of our stuffed animal, Dobie here, and she's going to hold it about as high as my head. So I'll let you do that. Marissa, she'll hold it about as high as my head. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand in an attentive stance, and I'm going to wait. She's going to randomly drop him, and as she does that, I'm going to try to catch him before he hits the floor. Just like that, right? And then after I catch, then I'll let her try. Right? This is her first time trying this. Let's see how she does. So I hold it about as high as her head. She waits. And I drop, and she got it. Nice. Now, there's a couple rules here. One thing you can't do is you can't try to fake your partner out. So you can't be like, and doing stuff like that. And you also can't slam to the floor either. Sorry, Dobie. Right? You have to hold and then gently drop. And again, we're taking turns. And I can wait as long as I want. She got it, nice. All right, so that's just the first drill, and you just do that back and forth. Okay, now if you can do that one, you can try the next levels of the challenge. Okay, so the first one we started with was feet together, hands by your side, attention stance. But now she holds the animal up in the air. I'm gonna put both hands on top of hers. So she holds it, I hold one hand, and then the other hand. And same idea, I have to wait, I have to try to catch. Okay, now if you can do that one, you can try the level after that, which is grabbing with one hand on top. So I put one hand behind my back, put one hand on top, and let's see if I can do it. Ooh, and I grab. Okay, now notice I'm grabbing from the top. You can grab from the sides or the bottom. Grabbing from the top is harder though, so you want an extra challenge, grab from the top. The last level, if you can do both of those, she's not gonna hold it as high as my head, she's gonna hold it as high as my shoulder. So I have a little less time to react. See if I can do this one. This one's hard. Whoa, I got it. Good. Notice I bend my knees to help me get all the way down. But that's the next levels, and I got one more for you guys. All right, time for the final drill. Now for this one, you're gonna need your second stuffed animal, Seaweed, over here. And my partner is now gonna hold both out at the same time, about as high as my head. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hands on top of hers, and she's gonna drop only one of them. I don't know which one it's gonna be, so I have to try to react in time to catch it. Oh, I got it, right? Then we bring it back, she tries it again. I don't know which one it's gonna be. Ooh, I almost missed that one. But that's what you do. Now, for those of you guys who are like, Cynthia, that's still too easy. All right, your partner can now drop both of them at the same time. And trying to catch both is a little challenging. Let's see if I can do it. Let's find out. So she holds it up. She's gonna drop both at the same time. I have to be ready for it. Oh, I got it, nice. All right, now, Marissa's been dying to try it too, so let's give her a shot. Okay, so same idea. I'm gonna hold my animal about as high as her head. She already did level 1, so she'll go right to level 2. She'll put both hands on top of mine. And again, I make her wait, because it's intense that way, and then I drop. She got that one. All right, so you know what? Let's let her try level 3. Level 3, she does one hand on top. Same idea. She's going to use her faster hand, whichever one that is. All right, same idea.
Wait, and here?
Huh?
Here.
You can hold it just like that, and then you can keep your hand behind your back and try to catch. Here it goes. Oh, it's almost so close. She almost got that. Give her another shot. Give her another shot. One more. Ready? Oh, she's using right hand this time. I think she's ready. She got that one. Good. All right, let's let her try the double one because it's fun. So double one, same idea. I'm going to drop just one of them, and we'll see if she can catch one of them. All right, here we go. Almost. One more try. Yeah, this is not easy, guys. I actually clipped her hand on that one. I messed her up. But that's it, guys. It's not easy. You'll see as you get to a higher level, it progressively gets harder along the way. But she did really well. She doesn't even train. Thank you. There you have it, guys. That's the Ninja Catch game. Really, all you need for this is 2 stuffed animals, a partner, maybe a sibling, mom, dad, dog, whatever. But this builds coordination and speed, and it's a lot of fun. And I really look forward to seeing what level you guys get to on those challenges. But until next time,